True. Variety's the spice of life, mate.
Ooh, X7 with the first frag then. Nice little pop shot there onto Zentara to take him out of the equation early on. 5 versus 4. Space Soldiers show their hand early on. Coming in towards the A side, it seems, as all a ruse towards ramp.
Oh, let's see how it goes from here. Sergej, 2 huge frags, makes it a triple. Apparently, he's just annihilated everyone. Crisp. I mean, I would have loved to have seen it. Major, the only one that remains now in a 1 versus 3. Going to run away with his tail between his legs and see where he can actually reposition to. Does tag X7, knocks him down ever so slightly. A little bit of a love tap. Major wants to try to bring this back. Isn't going to want to give ENCE another chance here into this first matchup. But he is trapped in an awkward spot. 1 versus 3. Spams through the hut, trying to get a little connection. Hoping to whittle down an extra bit of HP. 50 seconds on the clock. No real utility to aid him. Just this trusty sidearm at his disposal, Snods. As he goes for an elevated angle of attack, wants to try to get to a heightened position. X7 is up there, and X7 has been dominant. He's looked by far one of the most lucrative members of the side of ENCE, and he is going to be locked in Mortal Kombat, but didn't realize his weapon was sticking out. Doesn't matter though, the spot.
Space Soldiers split up. 4 towards ramp. Zentara's was lonesome towards the secret stairs as they come in for the split towards B.
Back nade to try and tag everyone up. Only a small tad of damage actually, nowhere near as much as you'd have hoped to try and stunt the push. They upgrade as well, as Calyx will grab the Famous as they push in. Everyone going to swarm out, get themselves into spread out angles and attempt to get the post plant covered. The bomb will go down shortly as well. Paz will start hammering in those numbers as we hit the minute mark and the bomb goes down. The retake squad will need to be effective here. It's a 3 versus 4. They do bring it instantly back into a 3v3, though, as the peak comes through. They can't take down the double damage squad, but Alexis from the rear bounds out of the window, ignites the dark spot with a Molotov, flash down to go for the peak, finds the kill as he dives across, and it's all up to Alexis to try and save it. A 1 versus Antares taps the bomb, wants to force the face. Antares peeks out, but it doesn't matter. He spotted his arm, goes for the pre-fire, a bullet lands in the head. And that is going to be the defuse. They get themselves that round, but just by a mark.
Smokes come in towards the outside of the map. Area with the Molotovs trying to lay the push towards the secret stairs from Space Soldiers. They have as well Major towards ramp, which means this could signal either the A main split or a split towards the B side via those secret stairs as Alexa tries to catch some players through the smoke with the spam of the M4, but so far it's just Paz onto low HP.
They have worked their way down. Calyx is going to be the front man. Zentara actually does get killed as well. Major with a strike on ramp. This is where the play you were talking about comes into effect, because now they're dubious. They've got seeds of doubt. They're unsure where the true player is going to be going towards. I don't think they've spotted out bomb just yet, but Alu, the rapid adjustment of his crosshair there, just annihilates Major. Makes things a whole lot easier for that side. And they're all getting picked to pieces towards outside.
Smokes towards the outside of the map here. No resistance thrown early from ENCE. Obviously just the Molotov, but no outside smoke, no outside HE grenades early on to try and deter Space Soldiers. Alu, right now with the AWP as well, searching for that frag. He's going to find it up towards A main as well. Gets the second, but even goes for the third as well. A hat-trick of frags as he snipes them down with the AWP towards outside. And this round is already all said and done. This is the second buy-on we've seen from Space Soldiers, and it's ended in 30 seconds.
Yeah, that is crazy. That really should be the full stop on the round. And if not, X7 will be the one to try and finish it. Wanted to turn that into a nice exclamation point, but no chance. Engine actually does adjust and find the kill. I mean, maybe a bomb plant is what they can muster out of this. He does have a little bit of a lapse of time, but Sergej did get him over towards ramps. Are they going to be expecting an aggressive hold here with the orb? It's just been the rifle that's been playing defensive, but they're just trying to bait him out. They're toying with him, Snods. The flashbang goes in. Alu now, he's going to have that read. He's going to alert that he's been flashed towards ramp. He's just holding the angle. Or Space Soldiers, no real play towards ramp. They're setting up to go for this burst in towards A when the pin is ready to drop, and now is the time. The nades go soaring in, the flashbangs, the Molotov courses over. Aerial denies it at first though, tries to slow it down, but there's the trade back. Alexis is able to go quite big, but it's still only one. It's a huge myriad of trades, one after another, leaving it in the 2v2, but they don't expect Alu in the rear. He's tiptoed his whole way behind Major, holding the angle, needs to find this kill, or Alu might have a chance in it. Switches out for the AK. Prefers the close range now as he is in the 1 versus 1. Calyx has a choice. Go for the bomb plant or go for the clutch, and instead tries to fall back. Wants to plant the bomb. The molly comes in. There's the HE as well, trying to get the splash damage on him. It's only a small little flicker of HP he loses.
Space Soldiers, a team, a notorious team at that, at wielding the 5 AK buy. So, what can they do here? Going for the contact play in towards ramp. X7, the elevated angle, catching them off guard.
Tries to slay them as he connects to the first. Wanted to pull back. Almost a second frag there, actually. Does way more damage to Paz than he should have gotten away with. Alu snipes from the sidelines. They flash him. They want to push in. He has one teammate there, but unfortunately gets a little bit in front of him. Luckily enough, there was no push from Space Soldiers. They didn't want to push their luck. They just go down, claim B-site control first. Don't try and force the fight any more than you need to. That bomb is going to go down. They're in post plants. Alu with an AWP. Aerial with the M4. The retake is going to be a hard-fought fight for them, Snods. In terms of utility as well, they're restricted. You might have kits, and that is important, but you've only got a single flash, no smokes, just a Molotov and a HE.
But they have the cash to go for this one. Even if they lose, they can still buy up into the next rounds. That's why they are going to be going for the risky into this one.
ENCE did have a ton of money, so Alu back on the weapon.
Smoke in towards AMA from Space Soldiers, which is going to signal a split in towards Heaven. Or should I say under Heaven. But it's aerial though, with the position towards the stairs. Good enough for one, but eventually going to be traded out by the IGL and captain of Space Soldiers. But does Major expect to play once again? Paz caught off guard by X7 as he's still dealing such damage against Space Soldiers here. More frags for X7. X22 because he has got 22.
Encroach from Space Soldiers. But this time there's something a bit different. The bomb's set up, and you've got a trio of players that are going to assault over towards ramp, and it's just X7, but X7 has been a machine. He is really an absolute monster when you let him off his leash, and they've been allowing him to do whatever he wants. These rounds, once again, they reposition, they're trying to go for that hit towards the ace site. It's likely the backstab as well with the support of the two players towards outside. It needs to be flawless. They don't have much utility either, Snods. Free flashes, and they're not even getting a chance to throw them out. The first peak comes in, engine goes down, just gets cut to pieces. Major will make a play, but Paz has to defend with the AWP as well. He's in a close angle, not the best position to play with the AWP as the push will come round. Doesn't actually realize Aerial was there though, so he gets the shot on him. Aerial had no chance to deal with it. That's going to be a save round for ENCE. The Space Soldiers actually were able to overtake him into this one. They got a perfect execute on the ace site. They cut off the retaking players that were coming.
Centaurus to the peak, spots out the player. Ooh, X7 feels like he's going to be playing for this one.
Go for the bait. Forces the door shut. The Molotov goes back and they try to counter him. They are fanning out now, spreading through. Ooh, shot comes in, actually nearly connects onto Xantares' toes there, but instead of the aerial to just punch him straight in the face and takes down Xantares with a clean shot. 4 players that remain now for Space Soldiers. So their numbers are going to keep on dwindling unless they start to do something soon, Snods. They do have bomb site control. They've forced ENCE into just playing the defensive angles and waiting for the right moment to strike. Major as well, covering the flank, seeing if X7 is ever going to go for the peak. The second Molotov is expunged. They only have one more and a huge collection of flashbangs.
5 versus 4. And with that, defuse kits for the CT side, smoke, Molotov as well for Alexeb. As they have 3 players rotating in via ramp, it all comes down then to the individual duels. Can Space Soldiers with the AWP in towards the decon doors lock off the cross to the site? And so far, only tags to be found.
Yeah, big tag, nice HE rolls in as well, gives him the opportunity to push through. Alu needs to be fast as he just glides in there like a speed demon, but it was for
UMP for X7, 3 CZs, 157 for Alu. They have the defuse kits though to work with, and already the aggression in towards lobby. Major going to be caught off guard with the Molotov in hand.
You would not expect that. Just sprint straight towards you with a CZ in his hand, just looking to try and take you out. Just carries on the damage as well. Alexis, this guy's a lunatic, Snods. Just outrageous as he sprints towards them. Already found 2 huge frags, critical damage done. Space Soldiers, they've lost the majority of their roster in seconds. It is only Paz and Xantares left. It's 2 big dogs, but they are being silenced. Aerial as well, more damage done. The CZs have single-handedly overthrown anything Space Soldiers would have mustered into this round. It's the element of surprise as well. Just didn't expect them to sprint towards them like that.
5 players still remaining for ENCE. Goes to show just how one-sided this round really was. However, 1 player does fall eventually. Alexeb at the hands of Paz. Does concede the first frag, but so far in a 1 versus 4, I don't think it's going to be too disheartened here, Jack. And with the cash not looking too affluent for Space Soldiers as well, this could be a sign of overtime.
Paz, not ready for it. Walks round, stares. it almost looks as if the fatigue's hit him there, not being able to be as explosive as he was in that CT half, because he had a tremendous game. Obviously, let's see how it goes to this one, though. Major, a lot faster than what we've seen in the past, but look at the damage done to the utility once again. Everyone stripped to their HP. They tried to go for the fast burst down. Major falls short. The ramp squad are going to falter as well, you'd imagine, at this point, because they've all taken a hefty chunk of damage, Snods, and they are isolated now, trapped.
All remaining players then from Space Soldiers located towards ramp. ENCE have them pinned, cornered, quarantined, whatever verb you want to use to describe this one. And with a minute left on the clock, Space Soldiers have so much ground to retake, as well as they have to clear each angle one by one, piece by piece. So, coming off the first frag, the first peek at that, X7 spots the head of Centaurus, goes for the second frag, as well as Engine to meet the deck as well. Third frag.
They also have a CT side start. That's going to be good for the confidence. Space Soldiers, they need some big rounds here on the T side, or I think things can get on top of them far too quickly. It could be the straw that breaks the camel's back. The rapid style of CS comes out, though. Paz charges in, tries to just spear on down, but Centaurus is awoken. The sleeping giant is starting to return to form. 3 frags found in rapid succession, one after another, and it brings it down to a 2 versus 2, Snods. A minute and 20 on the clock, but the nades are damaging, and it's all up to Major. He's got to have a tremendous round in his eyes into this one as he tries to lock it down. 1 minute and 10 on the clock. Bounces the flashbang off the wall, tries to slow down the pace of a round ever so slightly. Peeks out. Has to make this a 1 versus 1, or it's going to be too much of a hard task.
Minute left on the clock as well, which means he can go in towards heaven. X7 spotting in towards A main, doesn't anticipate the fact that Major is so close, just underneath him. And maybe that could be to Major's advantage as the peak comes through. Major gets spotted though, 40 seconds left, in towards heaven. His play has been found. Ooh, trying to see if he can go down the heaven steps and get in towards ramp, potentially try run down towards the B site. But Alexeb should be in towards vent. If the bomb does get planted though, maybe Major has a chance.
If he could have been a real smooth criminal and gone straight through there, it could have been a different story, but the amount of time wasted because of it might be the difference between life and death. Sprinted towards, just
nearly knifed him. He nearly knifed him.
If he would have
That's my face as well, I'm in pure shock.
Mate, if he would have gone for a left click, after frag, he would have had a stab.
Honda's play comes in towards Silo and outside already. Centaurus, Paz as well, charging in towards A main. Alexib not anticipating the pure pace of Space Soldiers as we head ourselves into the 3 versus 3, but the A site now in the domain of Space Soldiers.
Here we go, Snods. This is a biggie. Let's see where it will go from here. Alu with the AWP taken down. That's their support, and their Overwatch completely eradicated as well. Nice crossfire from Calyx, is able to defend his team. Exactly. Faster tempo. That's what's been working. That's what we saw working in even the first half, but it was all slowed down. They didn't really go back to it. When they're trying to go for these bursts, it works well. Look at the amount of map control they've taken. You have ramp control now. You've forced out utility usage. ENCE have had to fall down, play from the B site on the lower position. Space Soldiers can try and roam around from this, but they don't expect aerial. They all just funnel into him one after another. He fills up that entire floor with corpses, and it is just down to Paz, a 1-on-4, just tapping on the AK, hoping that it's going to be a good day, but it seems like he is going to hit the DECK.
To find 3 kills with a silenced M4, 20 bullets in the magazine is quite a spectacle. And with that, he's given his team the 17th round, it seems, unless Paz can give us a round that we'll remember. So, full utility, 1 versus 4, but they know exactly where Paz is located towards heaven position. Moments. But let's see, speaking of tense, it's going to be ENCE up in the pace here. Ali with a quick trade though onto Paz, so only 1 frag found early on. This does mean ENCE are trying to mimic exactly what Space Soldiers throw at them with the faster tempo and the high octane style of CS.
And it could work. I mean, you get the initial trade, the smoke and mirror shot from Alu, as he was able to find that kill back onto Paz. They trade 1 player apiece. Paz was a dominant force for Space Soldiers as well, especially on the CT side. So removing him from the equation is going to make your life that tad bit easier. 1 minute and 14 seconds on the clock. Here comes the push, the double face from the T's. Aerial might be slain, but X7 is able to carry on his legacy as he adds another kill to the tally. Takes down Xantares. Surge will be able to slay Engin as well. Major from the rear. Top flash push as he goes in, but there's so many angles. No one was blind. No one was confused. They had a very clear idea of what was about to go down. One man that's now going to be realizing just that is Calyx. The penny's going to drop. You're trapped in a 1 versus 3 with every angle covered. You might get 1 kill, but he's only left on 13 HP.
Yeah, one of the shots here from the AK, even the P250 as well. It's going to be finding the, well, damage to kill Calyx, and there you have it. P250 in hand here for Ali, as ENCE are going to be granted match point 18 to...
Sight would have slowed down the whole round. Would have left in disarray, but that is the difference that Alu has made. That's the thing. Those impact kills now and then have been pivotal to their success. X7 finds the first kill as well. You've already lost Major. And the side of Space Soldiers is down to just 4 men to do a very hard task, Snods, as it has to be flawless for them. If they lose this round, that's it. They can kiss goodbye to their win on Nuke. And we'll be moving on with the first map as a win for ENCE as we head into Mirage.
Smokes towards outside here from the Finnish team. And this is the round where they finish. Space Soldiers. Spammer coming through there early on from Santara. Is going to be tagging down Aerial to 58 points of HP. Boosting towards the red container, allowing Alu to peer over the smokes in towards the heaven stairs, in towards the credit card blue container as well. This might actually be an A main split here, Jack. 7's above A main, flash going in towards heaven. Here comes the play.
Yeah, here comes the push as well. Alu supporting his teammates. Once again, another trade as Paz goes down. It's a 3 versus 4 though, as they had that 1-man advantage. Santares, he has to be the absolute monster that he can be into this round if he's going to save anything, because he is the last real line of defense towards that site. His teammate, though, provides a little bit of assistance. Engin with 1, but Aerial finds the trade.